There was bumper to bumper on Honeymoon A. So
There was.
just to let you know.
Is the traffic always that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yes, and you'd think like I would be able to factor in like how it's bad each time and leave a little bit earlier, but like no matter when you leave, it just like it caters itself around the traffic. So that's very sweet.
I was very confused this morning when I went from my passport appointment because it's just right beside my office. It took me about 15 minutes to get there at like 6 this morning, a.m. Pacific. And then, normally it takes me about 45.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It begs the question.
It
of
does.
what
It always
possibly
begs the question.
people are doing.
First of all, let me just like very quickly just introduce two of my closest friends in the world. Channing, Glenn, Tristan Watson are here. Hosts of the Not That Y'all Care podcast.
Oh, please, Brooke. I know
I mean, you have gotten a million subscribers at this point. You are completely a viral sensation.
We
Just
just
hit
hit
10 million.
You just hit 10 million this morning.
We just did. It was this morning
when
because
we woke up. Yeah, because last night we were at 9.8.
yeah, and we had the,
We
we had the little
woke up this
ticker going,
Yeah.
and then so we had a
It kicked
bell.
down.
Yeah.
So-
Wow. Well, thank y'all for being here, even like despite the big 10 million.
We wanted to
it
celebrate
all.
here,
Yeah.
like we always do.
I know.
Slum it down over here, the
It
Kelly
felt
Clarksons.
right.
I
and-
agree. So thanks
Yeah.
for having us.
Oh my God, thank you for coming. We were just kind of talking about the traffic and everything like that, making small talk. And I was just wondering if you had seen the Nathan For You episode, which I know you have, and I know you don't care for him.
I care for him, but I only watch that with you.
Me as well. I haven't seen it
Yeah.
yet, but I see that you're passionate about it.
I am passionate about
and
him.
I was thinking maybe we could all sit down together and watch it.
I'd like to do that one time. And he has this idea that really, truly would fix the traffic problem if you have somewhere to be.
Okay.
There, you let's say you're in bumper to bumper. Okay.
Picture this.
Picture this, you're in bumper to bumper. A young man and woman on a motorcycle come up next to you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. One says, "Hey, hop on the back of my motorcycle."
Okay.
And
Very cool.
the other says, "I'll take your car to your destination." So you are weaving through the cars
On the
on the motorcycle,
Okay.
holding on to the young man in front, and the young woman is taking your car to the location.
First of all, I love what you said about just holding on to the young man. That really sounds very,
Hold on
very
to the young
nice.
gentleman.
By young man, the prototype of this specific business idea was like a much older biker,
That's fine.
like biker
Any
gang. I
gentleman
don't know if that's like the appropriate way to refer to him, but like member of a biker gang, if you will.
Fine.
But you'd be holding on to him. The young woman, also in a biker gang, I think, is taking your car
Just
to-
so you get there on
location.
time. That's
You are weaving through traffic
okay.
on the motorcycle.
Okay.
And randomly, like when Nathan tried this idea out, no one wanted to get out of their car on the 405, hop on the back of the motorcycle,
It's random.
and give their car to someone else.
I'd be totally fine.
I
too.
know.
I think I
It's like if you if the service was trusted, like went through some sort of checks and balances. And
Right.
I know Uber's not like a great example to use, as like some of those people cannot be trusted.
Right.
But if it was something like that, like
Reliable.
I
be
would
fine with
I
it,
would
yeah.
be really. It's like valet.
An application
Yeah,
of sorts.
to
Yeah.
get you there. Yeah.
We let people in our cars at random times.
Right.
Lord only knows what they've seen in my vehicle and have
Right.
not said anything. I'm sure they've sent. If I was a valet, I would have to be a little bit nosy and kind of go through
a
the
couple things.
glove compartment
Yeah.
as well.
I'd be
Also,
fine with that.
as well
Yeah,
as the
it's not
department.
really any weirder than Uber, which like sometimes I'm in the back of an Uber when you're by yourself and I'm like, this is weird.
Right.
Like I don't know this person at all. I'm in their car. That's very intimate.
yeah.
What are y'all's thoughts on people like
Enema.
speaking with you in Ubers? I do the quiet option mostly, but then I
Yeah.
end up I just start talking to them because I feel horrible.
Oh, I don't
Speak.
speak now.
It depends on my state of mind.
You do flips in some Ubers, don't you?
I have done a split vertically in one Uber before.
So randomly after a night out, my Uber rating had
Very cool.
skyrocketed,
Very cool.
plummeted
Very,
down
very cool.
randomly.
To the
Very cool.
You know, you can see how many 1-star ratings you have.
I have checked into that.
Can you see, like, did they leave comments or no?
I don't know. Do they?
They're not able to leave comments.
Okay.
To my knowledge, I
Perfect.
pray to God I wouldn't even want to see that. But we have had some instances of some flippage, not of the vehicle, just of the participants inside that said
Mhm.
vehicle.
Some people,
So
some people might have been doing flips and shit like
Yeah.
that.
So if it's like a morning ride, no, I don't want to speak to you. If it's after, a Pacific time, I might be doing a flip or split. So.
I might be Simone Biles.
I will say, like, if the Uber drivers that are like good sports about like when some people might want to like be a little bit more active, like
Right.
they have a good time with those
They
people.
do,
They
yeah.
really do. It's those that are not in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Ratings
Thankfully, we've
are going to start to plummet.
down. Thankfully, we've gotten lucky. I think that guy was a good sport because also when
Yeah.
I did the kick split, I was wearing like clogs. That
Yeah.
might have tapped his head.
Great.
I was like on the floorboards in the back
sideburn.
seat.
What did they say? So might have tapped his head.
Might have tapped him. But yeah, he wasn't like get out of the car. He was just like,
Shit happened.
He was just like, oh, like that's different.
yeah, very unique
Hey,
almost in a way.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
So
I feel bad about that, Trish. I'm sorry.
You all right?
it was
You
your
all right?
your account.
It was
God,
his-
yes.
it was
Yeah.
his-
I
his
will say
car.
I think I probably have. There have been a few times that my rating has plummeted.
Not
and
because of me.
I don't want to say names. It's just
I'm certain it was
and I
probably
don't.
me.
I actually, Chan, I don't think it was you.
Who was it, Trish?
I don't know. It's hard to say names.
It's hard to say names, but it's not me.
but it's
Someone
not
else in the
you.
room.
I
Rhyme-
don't know.
Might rhyme with Christian.
Might run with Clifton.
Clifton Marie.
What did he? What did
I don't
the person
remember.
do?
I just remember like it's tough. Like no, like when you have not been drinking and someone has been drinking and
Right.
Brooke,
your
that's
Uber.
never
It's
the
never
case with
had
me and
never
you.
the case.
No.
Yeah,
But
with
it's
you,
just
no.
hard to know like what's happening. You know.
Yeah,
Right.
that's hard in general,
That's
but definitely
tough.
also in
Yeah,
an Uber.
Yeah.
Very, very cool though.
It's very, very great. Okay, so y'all are like big time podcast hosts now. And
please.
what episode are you on?
We just did episode 9 yesterday, so episode 9's coming out this
How did
week.
it go?
So on our show, we do prank calls. I know she hasn't cared to watch
I know,
or
yeah,
listen.
I know.
Or
I
do
You
any
have
of the
not
clip.
tuned in.
Do you
Yeah,
not?
don't
I
she
even
doesn't
repost
tune
all of the
in.
prank call.
No, I know your support is unwavering
They
and it
are-
means the world.
Appreciate it.
Hysterical.
So do you want to know something horrible
Yeah,
that
I
happened
do.
yesterday? So like a lot of people don't realize this, and then we've talked about it on our show a good bit, but we both have full-time, complete and utter jobs as
Yeah.
well, which like love to death. We both love what we do.
100%.
However, that also kind of sometimes means that and by sometimes I mean every single time,
week.
we have to record kind of in those later hours.
Yes.
So our prank calls are mainly submitted by people.
Can I
who
just
all
say,
over the
like, your
world.
work ethic is so like out of this world to me. You have 18 jobs.
Thank you.
Your hours are 7 a.m. to 12 p.m.
12
And like
a.m.
I can't 12 a.m. Yeah, that's exactly
Work
what
about
I
3 hours a
meant.
day.
That's exactly what I meant.
I do about 3 hours a day. that
I do the
have to
podcast
check
and I
out.
can't like do anything after that, but you're doing podcasts and 18 full-time jobs on the side. So I just
Well, we
really like
appreciate it,
just
bro.
wow.
When you
And the
love what
fact
you
that
do-
you're doing this as well, just wow. Anyway,
Wow,
sorry to
just
interrupt.
wow.
Just wanted to like
No, we appreciate it, bro.
But anywho, we tried to do the podcast or tried to do the prank calls last night. We called about 8 people, none of which answered.
We literally did 8 in a row.
Yeah.
Like people have been submitting like their friends and stuff for
Yeah.
us to call. And last night I was like, okay, we started at 8:30 p.m. filming. So I was like, let's start with the prank
Yeah.
calls because a lot
Ease
of
into
people
it.
are on Eastern time.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's really late for them. Let's go ahead and give them a call.
We need to start finding
you're
people
just
that are
thinking
like
of them and
I
like,
was.
yeah.
I was trying to be considerate. Guess how many people answered out of 7? 0.
So what did you do?
We started getting really pissed.
okay, we got really freaking
Because
pissed.
you have to be kind of in the right mindset to do the prank calls. We're like, okay, let's try this one.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
hyping
yeah.
Kristen up. Come on. We called each of the 7 people 3 to 4 times.
and these
Texted a
are all
couple
just
of them.
people that submitted
Yes.
like call my whoever.
Yes.
Our listeners, like, we're addicted to them. They literally send over from every aspect of the world, like
The world.
UK, the world. That literally, I mean, it is cool
No,
to
they
see.
are
Like, I
very-
never would believe that, like, our very,
gone
very
global.
fat redneck asses would be
Yeah.
able to kind of produce a world in which we have, like, you know, people from like
Yeah.
Italy, Dubai, etc.
Your community is so
They really get it.
they get it, and I want to get to that, but also circling back to the prank call really quickly. What are your for those people that don't know? What are your go-to like subjects?
Okay,
to
so
tackle?
obviously the number one go-to is something that I've done for many, many moons,
Yeah.
but it's just calling a person and saying like, hey, I just wanted to let you know you hit my car.
Yep.
And I found this note on my car. It had your name, your number, your insurance information on it. Like, what are we going to do about this? And it's helpful to know the backstory on the person. So you have to know like their name, their number, what kind of car they
Make and
drive.
model.
Make and model. Okay, I'm not good with make and models, but you do have to know the make and model.
Color
because
too.
Absolutely. Just 150%.
Yes, color.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we like to call somebody that we kind of know the background on so
Yeah.
they can't be like, no, that's not me. It's like, I stated your car, your license plate, your insurance, your address. So they're like, oh shit, like this is real.
Yeah.
So yeah, we like to say you hit my car at a like specific location.
Yep.
It's been completely freaking totaled.
Yep.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about it?
Emblem had flown off into the specific ocean.
Yeah.
Where did the emblem flying off into the specific come from originally?
I think that's when we were staying at Connor's house, actually, when you were dog sitting Max.
Speaking of, Connor cannot be here today.
Hi, Connor.
By the way, Connor cannot be here today.
He completely couldn't freaking make it. So
Love him to death. Could not be here today.
Searching for his emblem in the specific.
he probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were dog sitting. I was dog sitting.
Yeah.
Invited about 18 people over. Thanks, Connor. I appreciate it.
Connor
And
just is getting Snapchats from like all of us at his house. He's like, why possibly are y'all there?
one by one, people just started coming over. I mean, he lived near the beach. I mean, come on. You
Come
can't
on.
blame
What's
me.
he expecting?
I agree.
I mean, and we wanted some wine, and he lived near the beach.
Yeah.
The weather was so nice
He
out.
really he's like very sweet and that like he loves when people are like
at his
Yeah.
home. Yeah,
So-
he really didn't mind.
He
No
likes
skin off
to
his
feel
back.
like
Yeah.
camaraderie,
Yeah.
even if he's
Even
not
when
there.
he's not there.
When he's not there, we had the camaraderie.
There was a
Thanks.
point of like 3 months where we were just like, I think we were there more than Connor, and I spent a lot of time there because of Channing dog sitting Max, and I loved getting to know Max
I
a
did
little
too.
bit more.
I miss
No, I bet
Max.
you miss him.
I really do. He
have
is
such a
so
special connection.
sweet,
Yeah.
like an angel. But
Yeah.
anyway, so we were over there. We had indulged in a little bit of complete wine,
Yeah.
mixed mocktails, different stuff like that. And so we were like, let's start doing some prank calls. And I've always done the like car one for some reason. I don't really know why, but like you hit my car, it's just kind of a believable one. Which
It's
you
an
have
easy
the right
target.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't get comfortable with my shirt. I'm so sorry.
What's wrong?
Anything
Do I
we can
look
do?
okay? Like
You look
visually?
great.
Okay, great. Cool.
You look great.
Go ahead.
it felt great.
I'm sorry, miss.
Thank you, sweetie. So we just started getting more and more elaborate with the different
Yeah.
calls. So we started saying like my emblem flew off of the car.
Yep.
And then we always call the Pacific Ocean the Pacific Ocean because we like to intertwine those two words collaboratively also as well too. And so we
I do that on here and people think I'm like very serious.
You are.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I am very serious, but like
Right.
people do like aren't
They think
quite
you're
like
mistaken.
following.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, all of the like language that I use on here that you're like that feels a little off kilter is coming from you too. Yeah. So
Right.
Thank
we
you.
kind of like to mix and match.
yeah, it makes
the
it match.
words.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry, emblem flew off.
Emblem flew off. I mean, I don't know. We just started getting more and more elaborate, started exaggerating even more. And I just liked the sound of that. Your emblem flew off towards the specific,
I like the way it rolls off
off
the
that
tongue.
complete tongue.
I agree.
So,
No one else would think to describe that situation in that way.
Right.
You know, which I really appreciate that you two are able to do.
We were talking last night because we were talking about watching Overcompensating and how so much related to like college experience and whatnot, like being LGBT adjacent,
You were thinking you got
etc.
a little bit serious on the podcast
I
last
did-
night because no one was answering.
More
the prank
serious
calls,
than
and
we're
you're not
comfortable with.
it.
And
And
I
you're
was-
not comfortable with it.
So we got very uncomfortable with the fact that no one was answering our calls. So what do we do next? Heart.
we did a TED Talk. So,
But it is funny like how we've evolved. Like I feel like this language and now so many people are adapting to it because like in college people are like y'all are like batshit.
stupid,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
insane.
Like you need to be sent
And you
away.
couldn't find anyone in college that felt like they were part of that community.
Definitely like
some people, like our friends like tolerated it, but they didn't like
Yeah.
jump like swan
Wow.
dive in the way
Wow.
that we did.
Wow.
Which like obviously, thank God we were able to connect.
Yeah.
Thank God. And yeah, tell us a little bit about like how y'all connected in the first
I know
place.
that's not something you want to hear about, Brooke.
It's
I know
not.
you don't. I know
Not
you don't
something
want
you
to talk
wanna hear
about
about
it.
today,
I do
Brooke.
not care for it, but
Very cool.
some people might.
No, she doesn't care to talk about it.
Not a
Some
topic that she
people
wants to
might.
get into.
I know no one
That's not
cares
a topic
about
that
it.
she wants to get into
Doesn't
today. Anyway.
Well, we can move on to the next question. I think with that being
Enough
said,
about us.
When did you meet?
Channing and I
You grew up together but did not know each other.
grew up together in the land of Montgomery, Alabama, of course,
Alabama.
goes without saying. And then we went to college at Auburn U.
Yeah.
And
We went to different high schools, so we weren't really friends like growing up K through 12
Yeah.
right now. And then we connected in college a
like
bit.
first day of college,
Yeah.
we met, and Channing did not want anything to do with me. And then from that point, I made it up to a point that we were going to be friends.
Yeah.
And so
You made-
then we.
Why didn't you want anything to do with him?
That's not true.
It's
and he
an
loves
elaborated
to tell this
story.
story and like kind of twist it.
Uh-huh.
So
Twist it like a knife?
I love
twist it
lying
like a
and
knife in a complete
exaggerating.
freaking heart.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it was like move-in day. I have told this story so many times. Like I know y'all don't want to hear it actually. But anyway, it was move-in day. So I was with my mom. You know, the thing about me is like I have to be in the right mood to be able to socialize with somebody. Like usually I'm very outgoing, etc. But that day I was like literally moving all of my stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to like go meet like people I don't know.
Yeah,
or
of
like,
course.
You know, like an acquaintance that you kind of know.
Yes, that's worse than a stranger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, so I didn't want to make eye contact, etc. Because we were just like in the middle of moving. So I literally like look up. I saw him from afar. I jumped into my mom's car and I was like, "That's that Tristan guy from Montgomery." Like, go, 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 drive, go. She was like, "Okay, literally, hurry,
Tia, get your foot on the Tiguan and go."
Right. So that was just because I wasn't in the mood. Okay.
That's okay.
A couple weeks later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, flash forward. Are you following?
I am.
No, you
Okay.
don't
Any
care to.
questions so far?
No questions right now.
Very cool.
Totally agree. Okay, I'll let you take it to the next phase.
Very unique. Okay.
I totally agree.
We then
Like scared for the people who like this is their first exposure.
Well, yes, it's
I
definitely.
was looking at another podcast, and you know they have like chapters, and theirs are like just they're a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Ours are about like this.
Like chapter 1, very cool. Chapter 2, very unique. Chapter 3, very interesting.
Awesome.
We're
awesome.
A very unique
Literally.
experience.
Chapter 5, nice.
So we can't even break it into chapters. There's like 18 chapters within 5 minutes. Anyway, keep going.
We then were flash forwarding into one of our first date parties, one of Channing's. It was with like 3 different sororities.
Yeah.
I had seen Channing from across the way. I'm sure I'd had a couple mocktails. I'm in college. Sue me. I wanted
You
to
are
have
in
fun.
college.
I never get to like, let loose.
No, you never
like
do.
have a mocktail.
I mean, God forbid. And so I'd done that, and I just went up to Channing and I said, like, are you not going to say hey to me? Like, hey, we're both from Montgomery.
Wow.
And then, that was, 10, 11, 12, 13 years ago?
It was like 11
Yeah,
years
must have
ago.
been
Like
18.
11 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's scary that that's 11 years ago. Very cool though.
Yeah. But we are still 21 and 22.
Yeah.
so-
In our head.
That goes
Yeah. So
Yeah. So we kind of collabed that night, and then I saw him at the
we
library.
hooked up that night, and then
Yeah.
Baby, not on here, baby.
stop,
You're
baby,
safe,
baby,
you're
baby,
safe.
stop.
A few weeks later, I saw him
Chapter 8, you're safe.
Literally.
Chapter 8, you're so
Chapter 9,
safe.
baby, you're so safe.
Chapter 9, your emblem flew off.
Very scared. Then I saw him at the library a few weeks later. I was kind of trying to study, and he comes up like, "Hey, y'all!" like screaming at the library. Believe it or not.
We did like 3rd floor social part of the library
Yeah.
as to not bother others.
Yeah.
That was just where everyone went to have a fun time.
Yeah.
So I could say I was at the library. I was just having a great time.
Right. You were
Completely
at the
social.
library.
He
You
was.
weren't studying or anything, but you were at the
No,
library.
and I'd be there for hours upon end.
Yeah.
Just
that-
like bouncing around all the different tables.
Oh my God.
So yeah, he came up and made like a group message with me and some of our friends.
Yeah.
Or I fucking
I'm sure you did.
And he still does that today.
The
Makes
amount of
messages.
group messages that are made with a different name every single time. I mean,
He makes them.
God bless
names
it,
them.
Trish.
I've
I'm
been-
serious.
Some-
I've
Somebody's
been
gotta do
loving
it.
adding Kat to some random ones where she's not privy to what's going on at
Yeah.
all. And so she's very confused of when she gets added into a chat called like Revolving Door.
Right.
Shy's girls.
Shy's Girls, of course. I'm
What
trying
else?
to
Tiguan girls.
Tiguan Girls she's been in. There's so many.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Quince. Father's Day gifts are always the same gifts for me. Socks, coffee beans, tools for the grill. It's so hard finding something that they'll actually like. But with Quince, it makes things so easy. They have tons of pieces dads actually want to wear. You can make your dad his best dressed self in some organic cotton silk polos, European linen beach shorts, and comfortable pants for vacation or for work. Everything with Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than what you'd find at similar brands. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. My dad is a pretty casual guy. He usually sticks to t-shirts and polos, so I brought him a few of the 100% European linen relaxed shirts. And they're definitely a small step up from his regular tees, super lightweight and only $30. For the dad who deserves better than basic, Quince has you covered. Go to quince.com/BNC for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/BNC to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/BNC. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Brooklyn Bedding. You guys know that I have some trouble sleeping through the night. It kind of makes me sleepy the next day, but I have completely solved that problem with my new Brooklyn mattress, my Brooklyn bedding mattress. You guys know I also, I do wake up sweating a lot of the time, and that can make it hard to fall back to sleep when you're kind of like uncomfortable and sticky. And I went with the Aurora Luxe Cooling mattress, and I swear I haven't sweat through a t-shirt in weeks. It's like sleeping in a fancy air-conditioned hotel room. I'm a side sleeper with the occasional stomach sleeper tendencies, and the Aurora Luxe somehow supports both. It is perfect medium firmness. Brooklyn Bedding has been around for over 25 years, known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality without the luxury price tag. They've got something for everyone with different firmness options, heights, and dimensions. Sleep on your Brooklyn Bedding mattress for up to 120 nights. And if you don't love it as much as we do, they'll help you return or pick out a different one. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use promo code BNC at the checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. You have to use our promo code on the very last page of checkout to get this discount. That's brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code BNC for 30% off site-wide. brooklynbedding.com, promo code BNC. Kat is often the subject of some of your
She
bits.
has.
Why do you think that is?
She's so drunk.
Because she was so drunk. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than the fact that she was so blackout.
That's another bit, by the way, for those of you that don't know. I don't know when it started.
This entire podcast, if you've never talked with us, is going to be a foreign language.
I'm trying to translate.
Apologize.
I'm trying to
I
translate.
appreciate
The text that you sent the other day, it was someone in our Facebook group that
Well,
was
I have screenshots of so many of your posts in your Facebook group that I would like you to translate.
Okay.
But one of the bits that they've been doing is just oh, Kat, she was so drunk. I mean, it was so disgusting.
It was.
she was so drunk. It was so disgusting.
It was completely
And the
sick.
thing about Kat is that she's never
Actually,
act
that's what I did
sloppy,
say that.
which is why it's
I
funny.
said she'll have 2 beers.
Yeah,
in the
she's never,
meantime, we've had
she maybe can get tipsy, but these two are I mean, Kat was
So drunk.
falling
I
on
mean,
the floor.
she was.
It was so embarrassing. We would
For
never
her.
do something
Yeah,
for her.
I totally agree.
really wonder if she remembered what she did last night.
I
strongly doubt it.
I like the cadence of that bit. I've been
so
applying that to other things. I was so tired.
so drunk.
I was so sick. I couldn't keep anything down.
It's a pretty rhythm.
It's
a
a
real
good
pretty rhythm.
Yeah, so I do like that. I
It's
really
a good
do.
pace or change of pace
That-
for us.
We started saying that because Kat was supposed to come on our podcast, and what had happened was, we typically start preparing about 15 minutes after we were supposed to start recording.
Yes.
We didn't really have the tech set up, which is very random because I'm always really good with tech and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So she came in, all of our mic cords, we had 3 of them, were completely tangled up into a complete web.
Yep.
And then we could
almost a spider web.
It was literally a spider web. She was like, let's get some white wine to record. And we were like, whoa.
Because y'all don't drink.
No, because we don't drink.
Yeah.
But we did make her come over on a Friday night or something. She's
Yeah.
like, let's get some wine. Wait, what?
I didn't even realize you could order alcohol in Postmates or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. I
no,
was
I'm familiar with
shocked.
that.
So bad. So,
So
yeah.
I didn't know there were
was
rules.
drinking wine while
So
we
it started that night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
Because
drunk.
as you know, it ended up,
Yes.
I got a little bit drunk. A little bit. And then we went
A
over,
very, very light
Very-
buzz
very
coursing through your veins.
almost faded off real quick. It was just real light.
It's very
And
light.
then after we made Kat drive to our house, made her sit there for 2 hours in an attempt to record. The recording never happened. She then had to drive my
Also, we
very
had to
fat
go-
ass home. Thank you
Well, we also
so
had to
much.
take Kat to Target as well.
to try to get tech equipment. Did it work out? No.
No.
But
We
she got drunk. She got
So she was
drunk.
so drunk.
so drunk.
Oh, poor girl.
I know.
Yeah, I
Very
really care for
pretty.
the girl. I really love her.
Do you?
I do. I really
Like her
do.
sober. I will say that
I will
much.
say
Say that much. She turns into a different person.
So yeah, y'all have your complete own language, and you have a Facebook group for your podcast
Oh God, yeah.
in which people post things in your language, which I am not kidding. I am around you at least 4 times a week. I do not understand
A lot
most of what they are saying.
It's you need a Merriam-Webster. Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? Dictionary for what?
Like glossary.
Yeah.
So do you mind if I read a few to you and you guys can translate
Would love to. Try.
what these people are trying to say and what they might mean?
Yeah.
They really are taking it just completely.
We gave them an inch. They took a half marathon.
Yep. Okay. Chaz posted and said, I know y'all do. By the way, every single one of these starts with, I know y'all don't give a fuck about it," in different forms.
I know y'all don't give a damn.
No, y'all don't care at all.
I know y'all do not give a damn about my life. And also just flagging that most of these words, there are stars in the vowels,
Yeah,
they're
'cause
censored.
You
Okay.
like to, use that.
I know y'all do not give a damn about my life, but at work today, the gym toilets, 4 total, were blown to hell and back. Maintenance had to come and it was a complete and utter crapshoot. It literally came up through the drain on the floor. You could see sharks and minnows. No one was safe and we went through all the puppy pee pads. Do you want to take it sentence by sentence?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. I know y'all don't give a damn about my life at work, but today the gym toilets for total were blown to hell and back.
I mean, starting off the podcast, no one listens to it. No one cares for.
No one wants to hear us speak into a microphone, especially. So, yeah.
Very badasses. Okay, next.
Okay, the gym toilet's being blown to hell and back.
I mean,
is there something specific about a gym toilet, or
I think
this person really did blow up?
I think that
toilet?
part must be true because we haven't spoken on gym toilets. Although I have blown up alternate location toilets
hell and
before.
back?
I would almost say to hell and back.
Yeah,
100%.
Hell in a handbasket too.
Very cool.
Awesome.
So maintenance had to come, and it was a complete and utter crapshoot.
Mm-hmm.
The crapshoot, I mean, goes from a couple of different alternate. So we have word of the week as well. So that's where a lot of the language kind of comes in and through.
Yeah.
Crapshoot. Wait, remind me where? Well, shit show kind of went into crapshoot.
The Latin root was shit show.
I think so.
Latin origin is shit show.
Yeah.
And then went into complete and utter shit show. Is a complete and utter joke, which then became became crapshoot, which became.
Who did say crapshoot for the first time? Because I'm having a hard time remembering that.
I don't actually remember who said crapshoot for the very first time.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Probably like someone at a Vegas like casino table, I would imagine.
I feel like we heard it
No,
on like
it was
a
like
show
one of
or
our
something.
friends. Something.
Yeah, I think someone said it like being serious.
Yeah.
Like someone that we aren't as good of friends with.
I don't know why. Was it Frankie? I don't know why I feel like it was Frankie.
Maybe it was.
I don't know.
It must have been Kat when she was out or something.
Very cool.
It doesn't matter. But that's how crapshoot came to be, is through shit show. Okay, it was a complete and utter crapshoot. That makes sense. It literally came up through the drain on the floor. Is that
like must be true? That must be true.
That's
gotta
something
be.
that happened.
We haven't. Said
Okay.
that.
Verbatim
Damn.
fact.
You could see sharks and minnows.
That was from a prank call that we did, the Sharks and Minnows portion. So we called, this girl submitted her boyfriend, who is a complete plumber. And
He's a plumber.
Complete, not a plumber right now. And she said, please call him like late at night and say this emergency, like you need to come over. And so one thing about the prank calls, Tristan likes to go into his Zach voice, which is his straight voice. Do you want to demo that really quick?
Demo it for us and then go into like the anti-Zach.
Alternate.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? How we doing? Tristan here. Hope you guys are having a freaking amazing day, dude. Like, holy shit, this is awesome. I love boobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hi, how are we? Good to see you. So those are two. That's Trish and Zach.
Yeah. So Trish
I
and Zach
need to be locked away.
He code switches in between the two of those for some of the prank calls.
Yeah.
So he'd called this guy that was a plumber that was like, hey man, like my wife just like freaking blew up the toilet or something like that. And then we said, like, we have used every single puppy pee pad in the house. We've gone through.
Because that came from Patrick saying that he had a dream that I came into his room at night and used his puppy pee pad.
Yes, I remember that.
So that was pretty. So we had to incorporate that, of course.
Yes.
And
Where did the
then-
sharks and minnows?
We said it's like Noah's freaking ark in here.
Okay.
Because there was just like,
and you're familiar with Noah's Ark?
Yes, and there were sharks and minnows on the ark.
well,
A couple.
in a way.
Amongst others.
We were just trying to like exhibit the fact that there's like almost like creatures in here, like 'cause it's just that sewage has exploded.
This is so fucking stupid when we explain it.
It's not, and it's helpful to hear all the
Gather. Yeah.
You ready for the next one?
100%.
This is from Annika. I know y'all do not give a single damn, but I'm completely toe up for the second night in a row because Cat W, of course, convinced me. Do not think I'll be making spaghetti lane server orientation tomorrow, as I won't even be making it on over to Honeymoon Ave tonight due to incapacitation.
Mm-hmm.
Best wishes, and just know that, baby, I'm safe.
That's true. That's true.
Right off the bat,
That's such a good point.
we know a few already. We've unpacked a few. We know what you don't give a single damn.
Yep.
Toe up. I don't know if people know.
Toe up, we love. So that's just another word for it. So torn up.
It was tore up.
Yeah, tore up.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like a lot of my like that's a very southern like thing to say when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Like not by us, but like by
Like
maybe
older adults.
Older adults who may have been like growing out of the fraternity
man, I got like
phase.
tore up last night at the party.
Damn, you were tore up last night.
Yeah.
So,
One time he like called my mom when he was like hungover and she was like, Trish, did you like have fun last night? And he was like, Tia, I got tore up last night. So then we just kind of changed it to toe up.
Okay.
And then people thought it was like toes up, like your actual toes. Not right now. It's just
more of like a tow truck.
Tow truck. It's
Yeah.
T-O-W.
Because you need a tow truck.
Annika did say T-O-E.
There's been
So
some
she might not know.
confusion.
There's been a lot of confusion about
Okay,
that.
let's clear this
There's
up
been a lot
right
of
now.
confusion
Clear it
about
up right now.
We've kind of taken on toe up because I think there's something really poetic about like having toe up.
I did always think it was toes up, but now I'm
like
liking the
hit by-
image of actually needing to be towed away by the tow truck.
Exactly.
I
On a
think-
stretcher.
I think we prefer the TOW just
Yeah.
for future.
Yeah, just for future
We're open
preference.
to
That is
DOE.
the preference.
Right.
Yeah.
It's intertwined.
Okay. So that I get. Cat W convinced me that I get. I do not think I'll be making Spaghetti Lane server orientation tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Have you been to Spaghetti Lane or not really at
I
this
haven't.
time? It's a beautiful place
You've
this
been to
time of year.
Adagiona's though, correct?
Adagiona's I have been
You're
to.
familiar with.
Which
Yeah.
location? You've been to a
I've
couple
been to a
because
few.
we
I've been by the
taken-
border. I've been.
You have been by the
I
border?
have been to the Adagiona's by the border, and I
Okay.
have been to the oceanfront.
I don't remember
Location.
seeing her
Remember
there.
her
You
for
were
the-
not
I
there.
remember clearing her for the border location.
Was she at the pop-up event though that we did? Like
At the border?
Mhm.
No, because we weren't there. When did you go? Did you have a reservation or something?
You were not.
Did you know somebody?
This was
Was I there?
No, Trish. I have been to Adagiona's without you and before you.
There's really not a
No way.
chance.
There's no way. There's no shot.
Okay.
This is a restaurant that they made up.
No.
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 it's not.
A very real establishment.
Not.
She's so stupid.
He's so drunk.
Is Spaghetti Lane like similar?
Spaghetti Lane was from a prank call. Someone said, like, call our friend who works at Spaghetti Lane. And I loved the name Spaghetti Lane.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
so that's a real place.
that's a real
Yeah,
place.
And we were trying to poach her for our restaurant, Adagiana's.
From
Wow.
So-
okay, that's I got it.
It's a really powerful thing. We were offering to double, if not triple, her salary.
if she poached over to.
Which location of Adagiona's were you
the
trying?
Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse. I
Lighthouse.
have not been to the Lighthouse.
It's up in the Northeast.
I think you would love. I know you said you've been to the other ones, which I still don't believe, but I think you'd like Lighthouse.
What are all the storefronts that you have now? You have Lighthouse, by the
Yep.
border, Oceanfront.
Yep.
Exactly.
You want to name a couple more?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
what were we gonna go by the? Wait, what was the last thing we were talking? The
Border,
no, not the location.
the Lighthouse.
No. Oh, Spaghetti Lane, poaching her for Adagiana's,
Mm-hmm.
double, triple her salary.
Yeah.
I really love the part, and I think it might come in later that as we do these prank calls at about 11 o'clock at night, we do make sure that they know that they are going to have to start tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or
like and immediately, or 2 to 3 hours.
one time we called someone at 9:30 and she was like, what time do I need to be there? Or no, 9:29. I said it's starting at 9:30.
Wait, and she really was about to take the job?
Yeah. Well, this was for like someone that was, I think it's someone at nail school. And we said like, you need to be on a Zoom orientation in 1 minute.
You need to be on it 1 minute, and you need to pay all your fees.
Do you
right
ever
now.
feel bad when you're doing it?
I felt bad for one girl. Who did I feel bad for? Oh, this girl last week that like truly believed, but she was not laughing. It was someone from like a dental school, and Tristan was being pretty stern, which I.
I'm still learning how to be stern.
But you were being stern with this girl and said like, you fucked up all my teeth. Like I'm so screwed. Like I have a job interview.
all my
She was
teeth
like,
have
I'm so
fallen
sorry.
out.
What was your name? I don't see you in the system. Da, da, da. Like she wasn't laughing.
Oh, that's
she was
really
serious. So I had to tell her that one was a joke because I actually felt bad.
We felt bad.
And what was her reaction?
Oh my God, y'all gave me like a heart attack.
that's
Oh my goodness
hysterical.
gracious.
Oh my goodness
Oh,
gracious.
my word. I'm glad that she recovered. Yeah, that would be really hard. That's why I don't think I could ever do them.
I think you could.
I don't know. I really, I can't.
I think
I
you,
get
I think you need
too.
to try.
I get too.
you don't know until
scared. I almost can't even. I almost have to plug my ears when y'all are doing them sometimes.
That's what
Most of
Carter
the-
Brown says as well. He can't do the. I
I'm
think he
can't
might
hear
try to, but I always send him prank calls or pranks or something. He's like, I can't watch that because it gives me so much.
It
secondhand
depends who they
embarrassment.
are.
Right. And how they're accepting it.
Like they're like the ones that you did, like Channing did a few for Gabi, my sister's ex boyfriends or crushes or whatever. Those cracked me the
right.
hell up.
Because they deserve it.
Because they deserved it.
Yeah.
But this young woman, my ears would be plugged up.
Right.
Yeah. But it is freaking hysterical.
We told her at least. So it's
Yeah,
okay.
no, that's good.
She's safe.
And Honeymoon Ave, that's the
Ariana
Ariana
Grande.
Grande.
I feel like my heartbeat's stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. I went
Yeah,
through
yeah,
a
yeah,
very
yeah,
big
yeah.
phase on Instagram where that was the only thing I would
that was,
talk about.
I remember
Thank you.
that.
Very cool.
This is similar to the last one. This is honestly this one that people will be able to understand now that we've unpacked.
okay, great.
Hey, y'all, can anybody pick me up? My first shift at Spaghetti Lane is tonight. I have an impromptu first shift orientation training opening day meeting at Adagiana's in about 3 minutes. And I mean, CEO Danielle is just blowing my literal ass up right now. I would hate to miss this opportunity. Thanks so much. Yeah. So who's
Yeah.
Danielle?
That's me when I do the prank calls.
I thought it was Daniele.
She's driving her Daniele.
Daniele,
Okay.
yes.
It could
Okay.
be
Danielle.
Daniela depending on how much liquor.
Also, I think I made up Danielle when I was calling Gabi's boy, because I was trying to say Denali. How do you
Denali.
say it? Denali?
Denali.
I don't even know what you were saying.
It's
at
like a
all.
GMC Denali, I think is what it's called. But
I didn't even know what that. I thought you were just literally saying words.
I combined that with Danielle and changed it into Denali.
Channing posted the prank call that she did for my sisters. Like, I don't even know what it's a hookup. I don't know.
It's a long-term boyfriend.
And he saw it and he really cared. He thought it was funny, which like I like that for him. I'm gonna play it because it cracks my ass up. Wait, did you post it or did Gabi?
I did. I think on the TikTok app.
On the
Makes me
TikTok app?
wonder.
Here it is. Okay, this is a prank call. And this was after y'all know that we had gone to Indiana and the frat. So you had just a mocktail or two.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lucas?
Yes, what's up?
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, who is this?
Hi, this is Danielle. So I'm gonna be so honest. I saw a note on my car that you had hit my car outside of the Canes on
Y'all know the Canes.
Kingston with it said like a GMC Denali.
Okay.
Danielle had left a dent in my fender bender, and I'm not comfortable with that because you had driven away. I guess it was like what, a Denali? I don't know. Is your name Lucas though? Because it said signed Lucas. Can I be honest?
What?
It was your name and number.
Okay.
And your insurance information, and I just want to make sure that it was all was okay. Like we would be able to cover it, baby. Hello.
I mean, the
That's
guy
it.
barely said 2 words. Freaking love
But at least he
it.
didn't hang up.
No, he didn't hang up. He's a good guy.
Stuck it through. I agree. He's a great guy.
There's one that I want to do like very rapid fire, if that's okay, if you'll have me.
Please.
But it's the
prank
one.
call?
No, God, I mean maybe, but there's one from one of our listeners, Mila. She said, "Will someone take my shift tonight, 7:30 to close at Spaghetti Lane, Fontana location?"
I saw the Fontana location.
Thanks in advance. And the comments were cracking my very fast.
yeah, read the
redneck ass
comment.
up.
And where is the Fontana location, by the way? Where did that?
Newer.
It's a lot newer.
Oh,
It's a lot
that's
newer than we're comfortable
Okay.
with.
Okay.
It's newer
Okay.
and it's still in development.
Okay.
So we'll be back to you
the
with
beta.
yes.
Yeah.
We're in beta
Yes.
testing.
Yeah.
So it's a very small ghost kitchen, actually, believe it or not.
In a way.
I would tonight, but I'm being a complete. These are all comments or replies
Yeah.
from the listeners. I would tonight, but I'm being a complete and utter fairy. I would, but I've just been completely poached by Adagianas. Ugh, I wish I could, but Kat got me toe up tonight. Scratch that, I'm in bumper to bumper traffic on Honeymoon Avenue. Sorry, I'm so drunk with Kat right now. Otherwise, I would. I would, babe, but my Tiguan got absolutely pounded in the Quick Quack car wash. I mean, it really, girl, I'm working a double at Adagiana tonight. If I wasn't, my very big fat ass would love to cover for you.
What's fairy / Quick Quack?
She was a fairy.
A couple weeks ago, Tristan wouldn't stop saying
I
she was
know,
a fairy.
but like, what's the?
So he
why?
made that his word of the week, like she was a fairy.
And then people just kind of put that into.
Like if you're drunk, then you were a
You're
fairy.
a fairy.
You
when-
were a fairy.
Okay.
Apparently.
So Kat was so drunk, she was being such a fairy.
She was such a
Yes,
fairy. Well,
okay.
I don't know about her, but she could have been.
She could. Okay.
And then one last one. I really would, honey, but my transfer from Adagiana's Las Vegas just finalized, and I've got about 15 minutes to get completely across country before they start deducting thousands from my very fat ass.
Do you realize, like, I would not consider this English.
Okay.
And so the fact that you have mobilized an entire language
It's
in how many
crazy.
episodes?
9.
8 that are out.
It
It's
feels
pretty-
really special.
It
It's
does
pretty
feel special.
big. Like, y'all should be like very proud of yourself.
We're very excited about it because we were saying on our episode last night that, and we just kind of mentioned it, but people have never really understood us completely. And it's almost like we've built a community that not only gets it, but it's like an improv
That's
class
your
for them as
family.
well. That's
Yeah.
our family right
Yeah.
there. Exactly.
And I bet they have found as much like reassurance and like family in you as you have with them, which is very
Highly
special.
doubt it.
You're creating a community
Highly
of people that, language is one of the things that unites people, and you've really made
Brooke.
a community for people.
Brooke, I'll like sob.
Start-
my
No,
ass
it's very
out.
true. Like
very
you should be
sweet.
really, really proud and like excited.
It's so sweet.
That's very
It's
sweet.
really
very
cool
heartwarming.
to get
Yeah.
to see, and I just hope everyone like really enjoys getting to be a part of it.
Me too.
And just like the excitement that we also get from it is like really insane. And like it was one thing with all of our friends in LA because we have a very special bond of
Here.
people
100%.
that all get it. And that was kind of like, you know, we've always had like good friends like throughout, but I feel like here it's been such a fun time to get like for people to like expand that language and kind of just like, but it's always been special with us, and it's just cool to, you know, everybody's kind of getting on board now, and we really love that.
And even like there are times where like Brittany will on her podcast talk like you guys, and then it really spreads like wildfire, and it's just like, wow, like y'all have no idea that came out of like Tristan and Channing just like being toe up
Just
one night.
rambling.
And now it's like like in the vernacular of just like everyone on social
It's
media.
a lifestyle.
It's crazy. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. It's like joggers.
Exactly.
It's more joggers.
Diverse,
Yeah.
spring,
September, spring, summer, more joggers.
Did you have any? I know you said that like people in college like didn't necessarily always get on board with, you know, this
Very
type
randomly.
of these type of bits and stuff like that. What were there any bits that you remember in college that you used to use a lot that just kind of never stuck, or like you guys were really like kept going with and it just never?
There's just been like so many that like it's really hard. I feel like especially if you're gone from a weekend from our friend. I mean, let me know if you remember, but if you're gone for a weekend here,
There's nothing worse than leaving Los Angeles and coming back and not being able to understand what people are saying.
15 new words.
Yeah.
Tristan, your like main thing would be like, well, true. Like people would be like saying like paragraphs, like telling you a heart to heart.
Yeah.
Well, true. Oh, well,
Well,
true.
true. Okay,
Like that,
true.
That's
his
kind of
thing.
like
True was like
nice,
that.
which a lot of people hate that one.
nice,
Nice.
very cool.
Oh, true.
Nice, very
Yeah.
cool.
That was it. It was like true with Tristan.
Yeah,
That-
True got really, really
Out of
annoying.
hand.
Yeah, very.
I had to apologize because I said, I forget what I was saying. Oh, it was, what was I saying, Izzy, where people were like, Brooke's being really rude. They were like,
Was it the night?
thank you for letting me know.
That's not
Thank you
rude.
for- thank you
It's kind of just like sometimes when you just like don't know what to say right away, it's one of those pops in your head like, nice.
Who'd you have to apologize?
We were doing not just like everyone. It's just like a blanket. Like, sorry, I wasn't.
for
I
whatever I
didn't.
said
I
about
didn't.
whatever.
Sorry for whatever I said about whatever. Like, I wasn't being intentionally rude. It just like I didn't know what to say, and that is what came out. Because we were doing like submissions, and it was like landlord stories, and some of them would be like, I found a rat in my apartment, and I was just like didn't necessarily like know
Sure
how to
do-
engage,
sure
and so I just
appreciate
like thank you
letting
for
me
letting me know.
Thank you for making
And
me
people
aware.
were like, Brooke is like being really like rude. And I was like, I can see that. I can see how it would be
not, though.
perceived that
It's
way
not.
for sure. But please know that's just, I really appreciate you letting me know.
Yeah, you're being genuine.
I agree.
And I
You
was,
do.
it's tough though. It's tough when you forget that not everyone is speaking understands. Yeah. So
It's not for everyone. I'll say
it's
that.
definitely not for everyone. I'm excited to see what people think and everything like
For stuff like that.
DSCF and shit like that.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, more than enough about us. Let's completely move on.
I totally agree.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about? Should we talk about we could talk about our love lives.
Yeah, we should do that.
There could be.
You have some updates.
I mean, I am putting in like
So much.
Hey, you are. I keep
Hours.
getting
Like,
updates
killing it.
of like, yeah. I'm proud.
well, here's the thing.
What are the results? Because I really haven't had time to like check in with you.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I had a profile that I had kept like was really like I was looking for this one specific young man specifically on, and then I was crashing out because of that. He wasn't liking me back.
Mm-hmm.
He never liked me back,
Okay.
and then I deleted that one because I was like, I want to start over. I do not give a shit about this guy.
Oh.
Started over with a new first picture, which is that picture that I posted on Instagram the other day
Very
at Taroni,
pretty.
kind of holding that glass of wine,
Yes, it's
candid, that I'm
gorgeous.
comfortable with.
Yeah.
But ever since I put that picture as my first, I mean, I'm blowing up. I'm going viral.
Bruh.
I'm going viral on Hinge, which I had to go back to therapy yesterday for the first time in a few
How
years
was that?
because of everything that's been going on.
It was
With
good.
Hinge.
Just feeling,
You gotta
feeling like I'm like
beforehand.
going a little bit insane.
No.
And I was like, I'm scared that I'm catfishing because of the different reactions in my old profile that had like a different picture versus this one. Like, is this just an insanely good picture of me? And I'm going to show up on a date and someone's going to be like, ooh,
Bro.
Bro.
you know?
First of all,
So-
don't be stupid.
I don't know. That is a very good
No.
picture of me. So I don't know how
That's what you
accurate.
look like.
Right.
That's very
And
sweet.
wasn't
I'm
that like
scared
also
it's
kind
not.
of like semi-candid picture? Like that's just you in the
It's just
wild.
even I sent it to my dad. I've been running my Hinge pics through my dad.
Okay.
He said that's very high quality.
You're kidding me.
Very,
that wasn't
very
even
high
like
quality.
edited, right? Didn't you?
No, it's just Brett has a really nice
right,
camera.
Yeah, okay.
But I guess my therapist made a good point. She's like, yeah, it's like that is high quality. Like that's
Oh,
what
though,
that's
you're
like it's capturing like your every
Exactly.
Your
That's what
essence.
you look
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, now ever since I have my new profile, I feel good. I did send another like to that young man. It's a watch.
I really think that,
and I'm over that. Like that
cool,
was good
okay.
closure of like,
Okay,
okay,
good.
y'all are it's not it.
but you have so many matches. It looked like.
Well, I also like I've sent probably like 100 likes.
Have
like
you sent
50.
any roses besides?
I don't
people-
I don't fuck with roses
But
and shit
you
like
have
that.
you have sent when they're in rose jail because I have to do that too.
No, the only person I've ever sent a rose to in rose jail was the one that said we should make a podcast.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
Y'all should. Oh my God, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You should have said thank you for letting me know to him.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Squarespace. If you've been thinking about launching that side hustle, passion project, or even just a better looking About Me page, Squarespace makes it insanely easy. Yeah, you can lock down your domain, build out a gorgeous website, take payments, book clients, send invoices. It's all there, all in one place. It's perfect whether you're selling products, offering your services, or hosting events. Let's say you're teaching guitar lessons or hosting a book club in your area. Squarespace lets you put all of that online in a way that looks super clean and legit. No more chasing payments or sending sketchy PDF invoices. Everything is streamlined. And if you've got content to share, like workout videos, tutorials, or behind the scenes exclusives, you can even upload and monetize them right on your site. Honestly, it's kind of wild how much you can do with it. So head to squarespace.com/BNC for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code BNC to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. You know, I've been, talking to a lot of people. I have
I'm like
10
beyond,
active conversations
There is-
going.
10?
10 conversations going from this has been a few days of my new active profile that's going viral.
locked down.
And y'all, I've been waiting to drop this bomb.
Are you gonna?
I am going on a date
Shut the fuck up.
You said
No, you're not.
said yes.
tonight.
What?
hmm
Sorry, you're gonna have to.
I feel okay about it.
Wait, hello? Where?
I actually
when,
wasn't
what,
even going to tell you. 'cause
What
it's
are
like,
you wearing?
It's legitimately.
Is this the guy that asked you to get?
Oh yeah, is it?
Because are y'all getting tonight?
Will you get tonight?
I don't know. I
Is it
cannot.
the same guy?
100%.
It is.
Well, because I was like, I literally,
It is.
I don't,
You're
I
getting
don't know.
tonight.
Like, I literally, yeah, just keep putting a bleep over that. I cannot tell the vibe at all, which is what I think that it might be an off-kilter situation.
There's no way.
No,
Brooke,
no,
don't
no.
think of it like that.
No, it's actually helpful for me to think of it
Okay,
that
think
way.
about it like that.
It's
Well, then
like,
you should
think about it like that.
I'm thinking of it as kind of like, I don't think this will be like awesome, but like,
Yeah.
I think that's the best, like first,
Yeah,
like just go into it as like a bit.
practice.
And like,
Open
it's a
mind.
practice, it's a bit.
I'm so like proud of you. Like you can't even.
Why? Like, when did this get locked down? Last night?
Yeah. And
Just,
I
like,
think that's for the
kicking your
best because he
feet
was
in
like,
bed?
oh, do you want to like go out tomorrow? And I was like, you know what? Like the less anticipation,
Yeah.
the better.
Let's just go do
I
it.
was like, I said, sure. I said, you know what? Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Is that when you texted me you wanted to get a Klondike bar? Were you just feeling really excited?
No, that was even, no. The Klondike bar was hours before that. This was right before I had turned off my iPhone.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wait,
and I
can I
feel-
see an imagery?
So here's the thing. Each
No
image,
photos.
No
I'm
photos
not
right
doing
now.
photos right now. Each image looks different.
Okay.
I cannot tell at all. I don't like, I will not know what this guy looks like when I get there.
I want to see it. Can
I'll
I
show
see
you
it?
offline.
No, I want to see online.
Yeah,
let
sure.
us- let us.
And there's like some things are like haha funny, and like it says like he does drink, and like
Are y'all getting drinks?
no, I will be drinking beforehand.
Very cool.
I am
I would-
really not
what time is the
sure.
date?
I won't be eating.
Okay.
So basically, like it's a coffee date at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, we can come over at like.
No,
No, we'll go to
We
the
should go to
coffee
coffee shop.
Because I wanted coffee tonight too.
I know, because I'm gonna be staying.
so I'm very
It's a late
confused.
night.
It seems like it's like a cap. I like do not understand. And like some of his prompts are funny. I thought they were like he was being ironic, and now I'm like, oh, I think he's being serious. In which case, this is
In which case, we're
not
toast.
funny. I literally cannot get a read on this person. I could not find
Let
any
Mama
of his
see.
social media.
That's
like I
good
do
then.
not know.
You're going in
anything.
Going in shooting blanks.
I'm completely shooting blanks tonight. I like can't. He could either be very normal or very not.
Let
and
Mama
like
see. Have we talked about on the podcast how we're what's the show where they just completely get murdered off. No, this is bad to talk about. Don't talk
On
about
Criminal Minds.
On Criminal
yeah.
Minds.
I think I have said that this one episode.
Oh my God, that's cute. Yeah. But
He looks different in every image.
Brooke.
Also, the first prompt is what I'm not gonna share it right now, but the first prompt I thought was ironic, and now I think he's being serious.
that checks boxes.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's this episode of Criminal Minds, spoiler alert, where there's this young woman, Garcia, who is the technical analyst. And Trish, we talked about this on Obsessed. And
that's right.
she like does not like get a lot of like traditional attention from men and is more like dorkier than you might be used to, like works behind a computer all day at the desk. And then she finds this like really hot guy that wants to take her out. And she's like, y'all, like this hot guy wants to take me out. And then her hot friend, Detective Derek Morgan, is like, I would be really careful.
Okay.
Just because he's hot, like something might be suspicious. And she gets mad and she's like, well, why don't you think someone hot would want to take me out? Turns out they go on a date. At the end of the date, he turns towards her. He says, I've been waiting to do this all night. Shoots her.
It is so fucking something that would happen to us.
Trish and I always say, I've been waiting to do this all night. Shoot you.
Bad.
That could happen.
So
No, he's
he is so cute.
I don't know.
He's
We'll
even
see.
funny
no.
from all the like.
The last
I like that.
I like that. It reminded me of you guys.
And
Yeah.
then the typical Sunday one.
Don't show it, right?
I don't.
I'm not-
I
I don't
literally,
think
it
that-
looks different in
there's a
every
camera
picture.
behind
I
Brooke.
can't find
Even like
any
that.
social media. I think this is a great first date. Complete blank
addicted.
slate. I have no projections onto this young man.
What area?
Just started talking to him yesterday. There's been 3 back
I like
and forth.
that one because that sounds like something that you would say.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
the last.
So
that's what I've been
we haven't
saying.
barely spoken.
Wait, where?
So
What area does he live in?
More central.
It is more central.
he lives in where Channing and I have put our locations somewhere else in Los Angeles where we feel like we might be able to find more matches than West Hollywood. And
Random.
so it is pretty far away from us, kinda.
But it's worth it.
But it's worth it. I will be going there
Wow.
as my location is there.
That's weird because me and Tristan were gonna go over there tonight
We were
for
gonna
like
go
dinner,
for like a-
coffee.
Yeah.
Like that me espresso or
So
something
even
like
if
that.
it's a flop tonight, I'm leaving town tomorrow. So I could
Oh,
just
yeah.
be like, I have to go pack. I really am like not feeling that. I am not feeling like awesome.
Do you want us to be on standby near the location or not really? Like just as to help,
I think.
facilitative.
I think. No,
If,
right.
well,
Inferior.
I want
if y'all want to be at a different restaurant and drive me,
I do.
I do.
because
but I, wanna be
I
the
was
same one.
thinking like I don't want to. We can
It's too
talk
far to
about it
Uber,
later.
yeah.
I don't want to Uber,
Let's
but I
talk
do
about
want to have a
logistics.
few like a White Claw before,
Okay.
and then I can just be like, oh, I'm going to meet my friends right
Yeah.
now. Bye.
Yeah, we can be like
do you
an out
actually
for
want to
Yes,
do that?
I
We-
wanna do that.
I want to hear all about it. Like I need to hear.
Okay, so how about you go somewhere down the street,
I
Okay.
would love.
or
to do
how we
that.
can go somewhere first, have a drink.
Yes.
I'll walk over.
Yes.
and then walk back.
1000%.
Hey, so
Yes.
Okay.
hell yeah. By the
Yeah.
way.
What time is your flight tomorrow?
Not till 11 something.
Okay, great.
P or A?
A.
Oh, okay.
You think that's too early? I'm not getting toe up,
Oh yeah, it's
No,
but I'll have a drink. I'm gonna have a White Claw when I'm getting ready.
yes.
we might need to get you some more White Claws because I think we drained your fridge.
You
the other
drank all
night.
my White
You-
Claws.
very
I'll
cool.
have something while getting ready. Take the edge off. Maybe
Settle the
one
stomach.
drink or sipping on a drink while we are at a venue beforehand. I'll walk to the venue and then
and then we'll be on
leave an
standby.
hour tops, and then I'll walk back.
Wow.
He's
I love how
so
calm
cute.
you are about this, Brooke. Like,
You just like can't give a fuck
it's like
at
when
this
you know,
point.
you freaking
When you know, you freaking know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I told my therapist by the next time I see her, I will have gone on a date. Me and Connor have this like box of like goals that we've had here for 2 years, and I've completed every one besides go on
Wow.
a date. So that's
This
what
is
I'm going to do.
monumental.
I'm going to be 20
Tonight's the
in
night.
a few weeks. And I figured that while I'm still 20, it will be good to complete this goal before I turn 20.
I am on cloud 14.
I'm genuinely like more happy than I've ever
Thank
been.
you. I'm
I'm
feeling
beaming.
like very like oddly at peace.
Seem at ease, very at ease.
You
And
don't.
I'm
yeah, I
hoping
feel like.
that
Yeah, I mean, sorry, you do. Like I'm like this is great.
there are a few men on Hinge that I've been talking to a little bit more, and like there's more at stake there for me. Like I might be a little bit more nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel good doing this one first, and then hopefully being able to just really start.
Take it from
Date,
there.
date,
yeah.
date,
This,
date,
hey,
date.
this is just phase
You're gonna
one.
be so busy.
So she was so busy.
She was so busy. She's going on so.
And I'm
so
also
many
hoping
dates.
that maybe y'all will start doing this with me, because it's not funny anymore. You know,
I mean,
the three of us are ready, and it's not been going well.
We're all three so, like, unfortunately, scary enough, like, very exhaustingly ready to find love and, like, to capture that in any capacity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
think-
I want
yeah.
to see how it goes for you.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on you, bro. That's why I haven't been dating.
I've been holding myself
I know.
back.
I've been waiting on you. And so do you, because you are not doing Hinge.
I am
really.
doing Hinge.
I feel like you feel more comfortable with Grindr. I feel like you're more comfortable on Grindr right now.
I'm more comfortable on Grindr.
Are you?
If you see me on there, it might not be me. Just keep that in mind.
Someone is using
Some might be using my photo imagery, but I am more comfortable there. I have gotten back on Hinge, and I went through my likes and kind of cleared that out. Unfortunately, just like they were all so cute, but not a match.
Yeah.
right now.
I did connect with about
Did
5
you
to
always
6
keep your
people.
likes there, by the way? That's probably what my boyfriend that I've liked 16 times is keeping me there.
True.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on like because I'll change my location as well. Like I did when I went to London, I changed it to there, and then right now I'm actually over in Santa Monica, even though I'm living over in West Hollywood.
Yeah,
so
no, I live in Los Feliz, so I get it.
it's
I
just
get
much
it.
better. Those are my people.
Clientele.
Yeah,
That's my
no, West
clientele.
Hollywood is not a good place to date.
Dating at all.
Really,
yeah.
really terrible. Happy
Man.
Pride though. Like my God,
Happy
Yeah,
freaking
Goes
Pride!
without saying.
How will you be celebrating?
I kind of I closed it off on. I did one day and one day only for Pride this year.
Yeah.
and that was on this past Sunday.
You're ready to
So,
call it?
I'm calling it quits. That I had it without going into too many details. I had a young man who I was very interested in. He was like choosing to make out with pretty much every single person
cool.
except for me, but just kind of like also
Did you ask?
he was flirting with me. I did have a confrontation, which I was very proud of myself for like going up and be like, hey, what is going on, kind of thing.
What did he say?
Why are you? Let's talk tomorrow.
And did y'all talk the next?
No.
Do I know this person?
I don't.
Vermont, really?
You've met him, but
Was it like a friend of like
Yes,
the more
friend
like
of.
the okay?
Yeah. Very, very cute.
And so he was flirting with you and then proceeding to make out with everyone but you.
Yes, like in
Very
front of me.
cool.
It was so hot. I'm so not.
Okay.
It's weird because I normally am just making out with whoever I
Yeah.
want to. This never has happened to me before.
Him making out with everyone but you. That is hot.
Okay,
that is
that I'm
really
obsessed
sexy.
with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is really, really great.
Yes, I really am friggin' obsessed with it.
So I'm calling it quits on that.
I want you to. I think Hinge for gay men. I have found through my friends that are gay men
Okay.
is good. Because
For,
if
like-
you're on Hinge, like you're kind of looking, because there's so many apps in the gay community that like
Yeah.
the expectations like on Grindr are like kind of defined, whereas the expectations on Hinge are more like I am looking to date. If I wasn't looking to date, I'd be on Grindr.
Oh my God, I just forgot about. I think was I on the podcast? Maybe there was a guy that listened to this podcast, and then he had said that he like
Very
had
cool.
watched it, and then we scheduled it, or he was like, "Can we go on a date?" And I was like, "Hey, yeah, how about this time, this place?" After we like had talked for like paragraphs.
Was this the one that you had such good banter with?
Yes.
Yeah, and was so
Ghosted.
cute.
Wait, did y'all go?
Bleating
Been
out our
waiting to do
ghost.
this all night.
Been waiting
Shot
to do
me.
this all night.
Shot me 72 times. Okay.
Y'all never went on the date at all?
No, he just didn't speak with me anymore. But then continue to view my profile via Grindr because you can see when someone views you.
Well, why don't we? I think you need to delete Grindr. Only Hinge.
I
Not
agree.
won't happen, champ. But
And
I
then
like the sentiment.
at least use both.
Yeah, try.
I do. I'm really trying to actively get back into that scene. And with that being said, Channing, it's your turn to kind of share.
I don't have much to say other than I'm inspired, Brooke. I'm excited for you. I mean, I have a Hinge. I'm not able to look at it just due to the nauseum that it brings
The
to
ad
my
nauseum.
system, the ad
Yeah.
nauseum that it brings to my internal circular system. But I'm inspired by you, and I think the change of location helps. And I'm open.
It
I'm
does help
open.
there.
I'm open after I see how it goes for you.
But even if it goes like horribly,
I'm still open.
Isn't
but,
that
like,
still
I'm so busy
inspiring?
right now?
you're so busy.
It begs the question
Yeah.
when we all like, it's going to be so weird because I feel like for a long time we've all been single and then there's been one person in a relationship and we just kind of look at it and are like, hey, what's that like kind of thing. And so when we get to that point or when one person, so like when you like make it official, like with your boo thing, tonight
Yeah.
um,
On location.
on
Yeah.
location over
At the
in
venue.
at the venue
At the
location,
venue piece.
kind of maybe like in, at a table or something like that or shit like that.
Definitely.
I think it's going to cascade out and through for all of us to follow. And we've always said that.
I really, I am like truly there is genuinely no part of me that feels like this is going to be like, holy shit.
Yeah, and there's no need to
Tonight,
put pressure
and like
on it.
and I'm fine with that. I really, my only goal is just being able to get in my bed tonight saying I went on a date.
Yeah, check that box.
And what helps me is no matter what happens tonight, I will end it with my cats in my bed
with
and
a smile
with
on
a huge shit-eating grin on my face.
At least you're not going to walk out of there crying like other people.
Like other people do.
You're going to walk out of there like, hey, whatever.
I really feel good about you two being on site a very
venue.
moderate distance away for
think
sure.
so too. Yeah.
We could call over Cat W as well. Well, no, it's not over
That's
there.
too
It's
far
like
for her.
completely an hour out from her.
Oh, it's on the other side. Why?
It's on the other side of town.
Santa Monica. I feel god awful.
But yeah, I really
No,
I do
I'm
hope.
excited to be there for support, etc.
Yeah.
Los L or Los F.
Los
Yeah, Los F.
Los F. Okay.
Yeah, which I've been to once on Sunday. I think I am gonna have to move there based off of the one street that I saw there. Yeah,
It's so cute. Like
it's so cute,
completely
but
different
I
clientele.
can't move too far from the Barnes and Noble. I'll think about
There
it
was
later.
a cute bookstore.
There was,
a
but it's
local-
No Grove Barnes and Noble, baby.
Thank you for letting me know.
They do not have the same bathrooms.
No, there's not the
True.
same plumbing system.
That's true.
The
It
Grove,
requires-
the plumbing system at the Grove Barnes and Noble is
So
stronger
strong.
than the damn Marine.
It requires
After what I've
something
put
that's
it through.
It's so
much
strong.
stronger.
It's so
So
strong.
strong.
It's so strong. Those
requires-
toilets would
So
never blow up
solid.
to hell and back and come up with
requires many-
No
short
sharks and minnows. on
many,
site.
many pipes and many
So
fluids
strong.
and everything like that.
Well, I was actually, when I made the date, I was like, I'm not telling anyone. I've told everyone.
and that's fine.
I've told everyone.
You are.
Because I do not give a damn.
Exactly. It is what
Yeah.
it is. Just a casual
Damn.
date.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about that anymore. Is there anything in pop culture that we should discuss? Trish, are you really excited about Taylor Swift buying back her albums?
I am. I'm just I am excited for her. The only main part I will say is that Reputation, Taylor's version, was something that I was very excited
Yeah.
about. In college, I remember going home from the bars when Reputation had dropped. Like after all the teasers, I loved the snakes and like the black and like the just the entire vibe of it. So that now the fact that we're not getting it really does upset me and my family.
Yeah.
However, it was really cool what she said about it being like, I can't improve it and you have to respect that.
I have seen a lot of people coming out on TikTok finally feeling like they can admit like they prefer Taylor's versions overall to most things.
Taylor's
Or
or the
excuse me,
original version.
The original.
I
to
totally
Taylor's.
agree.
Yeah.
The only thing that I prefer of the Taylor's versions is going to be the additional tracks that we were able to receive.
Yeah.
Just because all of those, like the vault tracks,
The vaulted.
really, really powerful.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping at bare minimum where it will do Reputation vault.
Is there a
tracks.
part of you that thinks, because
No.
what was I going to say?
Oh no, you asked if there's a part of me that thinks.
Oh.
Not usually.
That because if I were Taylor, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not re-recording, but like here are the vault tracks. So my feeling is like, do you think all the vault tracks were just like new additions to begin with?
She's always got a plan. I think
Yeah.
she does write. I feel
Like, do you think they're genuinely vaulted, or do you think she just like was like, I'll add a few more songs that sound like this era and call them vault?
Potentially so, but I know when artists are writing, so for context, I also work in music as
Yeah.
well. So when artists are writing albums, they have literally
keep-
probably
yeah.
probably for that specific era and tonality have 50 to 100 tracks for each time.
My word.
That then they have to go back but they write all this music for a year or years and years and then collect it for that specific era / album, which is really cool to be able to see. But
Yeah.
there's so much music out there. She probably has hundreds of songs
That's so true.
from Reputation era that we're never going to hear that are probably
Crazy.
certified viral hits.
Yeah, well, maybe she'll do that. at
God
the
Yeah.
willing.
minimum.
Maybe she'll do that.
Some of your favorite artists have so many of the songs. Imagine how many Glee vault tracks there are
Don't that's making me sick that we'll never
that
hear
have been
them.
pitched that you're
Imagine
probably
how many Blaine covers that we'll just never hear.
and
Release
it
them.
pisses me off.
Pisses me off.
Release the vault tracks.
Pisses me off.
Ryan M.
You need to. Needs to be a call to action to Blaine and Ryan M.
Release
Blaine
the
of
vault
Blaine of
track.
Darren and
Blaine of Darren LLC.
etc.
All right, well, that's about it on pop culture for the two of us. Anything, or three, really, when you think about it. Anything else, y'all, before we call it a day? I really appreciate you coming all the way out here.
No, you didn't want us to.
I know you did.
I know you did not care.
Appreciate you having us, though.
I really appreciate you coming.
I really am so excited about your day. I'm so excited about you.
I'll see you
and
tonight.
The new young lady you're becoming.
Yeah.
Hey, we might have to have you on the Not That Y'all Care
Are you
podcast
serious?
when we figure out our technical kind of issues and setbacks.
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
with like the
We'll
wires.
think about having you on.
How about you tell everyone where they can find you as individuals and as an entity in the Not That Y'all Care space?
They won't want to look us up.
I know that
you
they
won't
will
get
not
to
give a
listen.
shit.
I mean, it
Tell
was
them
fun.
anyway.
It was an honor to be able to get, to talk with y'all here. I know y'all
Hey.
won't follow and, kind of watch our path unlock. And that's fine if
I'm
you
sure
see us.
today was too much for many listeners.
If you see us on the sidelines, just give us a wave or something like that.
Very cool.
You can follow me at Tristan_W. While I'm here, though, that'd be great.
Let me mention.
And then our podcast, Not That Y'all Care podcast, on Instagram and Spotify, YouTube primarily. I think we're more of a watch podcast.
I
for
agree.
Sure. Just due to all the ways that our bodies move and the
Hand
expressions
gestures
and motions. And
VFX.
And the prank calls.
we have a huge VX team that we use, so it's really powerful. I think y'all would really, really prefer it.
Agree.
And how
And
about you, Chang?
I'm also on a couple different social media platforms.
Tell them about your YouTube as well while we're here.
I'm on profiles.
I have some profile platforms right now that you can find me on, such as Instagram and TikTok. And I also
What is the username?
Channing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Very cool. And then I have a personal kind of vlogging YouTube as well. Y'all can watch anything except the 7K live, and that is
And
under
the 4 or 5K lives.
you can watch anything except the live videos, and that is under Channing Glenn. Yes, sir.
And I guess that's it.
I guess that's it.
I'll see you tonight. And
I'm very,
the
very
east
excited.
side?
Very
Yeah.
thrilled for this opportunity.
I don't give a fuck.
It's gonna
but
be so casual.
I know that y'all don't care.
Let's meet at your house before.
Yeah, y'all will drive me because I'm gonna do a claw.
Yeah. You'll
Yeah.
do one. Yeah.
We'll get a town hearse.
Ooh.
Oh, you want to do town hearse?
No,
you're
no,
gonna,
we can
you're-
drive.
We can drive.
No, I'm fine to do a town hearse. I just didn't want to show up in an Uber alone.
No, I'd prefer let's drive.
Well, I don't want to drive. Do you want to drive?
I don't really want to drive.
Let's do a town hearse.
Okay,
We'll
cool.
just do the town hearse.
Yeah, and then we'll ride with you.
So we'll do the town hearse. We'll leave let's leave an hour. Let's get there an
time is
hour
your date?
before my 7P.
7P.
So let's leave in the
Leave at-
5s.
Leave at 5. Okay.
Okay, quick issue.
Let's talk about it later.
Okay, great.
All right.
Let's end it there.
Love you all. Bye.
Y'all.
This week on Close Friends. Okay, let's talk about the rehearsal.
Please.
Everyone is using this Etsy witch now.
Yeah.
I paid her, the Etsy witch, on to cast a soulmate spell. I imagine people with autism watching this will feel seen and inspired. I sent him a DM 2020 that I regret.
Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.